I'm Daniel.
I'm Nicole.
And you're watching Gear65, the weekly gadget review show number 36. The gadget of the week is the Sony Vaio W, Sony's brand new netbook. So this is the Sony Vaio W. This is Sony's second attempt, and I would like to say a more proper attempt at building a netbook. If you actually recall, they actually built the Sony Vaio P, the one that they refused to call a netbook but was obviously a netbook. This is more a normal, traditional netbook.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you actually understood what I actually just said, but anyway, for those of you who are watching this show for the first time, let's get the specs of a netbook aside first. Alright, this is actually a standard typical netbook running on an Intel Atom processor, 1.66 GHz. It has only 1 GB of RAM and 160 GB hard drive, so it's typical for all netbooks. There's wireless LAN inside there. This one supports BG as well as N, and it also has Bluetooth. HP Mini, if you're actually still interested about it, right now what I've been told is that the non-Bluetooth model is no longer on sale in Singapore. So if the Bluetooth, the HP Mini 110 that you buy in Singapore will come with Bluetooth standard. Alright? Okay, so there's an update with that one. So now it's really, everybody has Bluetooth already. And so it's very much is a typical netbook. The display is actually 10.1 inches.
Yes.
Alright, and obviously Windows XP Home Edition.
Yep.
Alright, so let's take a close look at the computer itself. So maybe as an overall view first, 10.1 inch display. This display is very special. This is the display of this computer is actually the selling point of this computer.
Yeah.
This display actually is a HD display, so-called by netbook standards. It's a higher definition display.
Yes.
All right. The resolution is
1366 by 768.
1366 by 768.
Yeah.
So it's a very high resolution display. The good thing is that you have more real estate space. All right. On the previous netbooks, usually when you open, let's say, a VLC preferences,
yes.
VLC the video player, the preferences, right? You won't be able to see the OK cancel button because the screen is not big enough to show it. This one you can. So that's the good thing of having a high resolution display. The bad thing is that it's gonna be, everything's gonna be really small. If you take a look, the start menu is really small, and all the words are gonna be very small. So unless you can blow them up to make it high resolution, or you would drop the resolution anyway.
Yeah.
So that's the funny thing about this. The HD display, right now it is a unique selling point for this particular netbook, though HP actually also has a HD display thing as an option, right? But the Vaio W comes with the HD display by default, so that's what's so different about it. So that is actually something that you might actually be interested in. More real estate is a good reason to actually choose this particular netbook.
Yeah.
Alright, let's take a look at some of the other features of this computer. The keyboard, this is a chiclet keyboard. We saw this last week on the Samsung N310. Also has the same chiclet keyboard. The keys are slightly smaller.
Similar for rest in this part?
Actually I can't remember, but so far I think the layout is pretty good. The only pity is that the shift key is kind of small. Most of the time the shift key will take up the entire piece, and then the arrow keys will go down, so that because you're used to pressing the shift key this way. Yeah, so that's one thing you want to take note. The shift key has been shifted.
They also have shifted
Shift key has been shifted. Anyway,
they also have shifted the num lock, the caps lock, and the scroll lock onto the near the mouse pad here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which is very different from other netbooks where they're all placed here or somewhere.
In fact, I noticed that the numlock key, I don't know whether you can see it, but the numlock key is actually shifted down here as well.
Yes.
And the scroll lock, usually it's on the top.
Yep.
Yeah. In first place, I don't really remember netbooks having a numlock key. Usually netbooks don't have a number pad, right?
But that is for
Now the Vaio actually has the number pad. I may be wrong, right? If I'm wrong, I'll write them right down. There'll be like subtitles on the screen right now.
Yep.
But anyway, one thing I really noticed about it is the touchpad is pretty big.
Yes.
Yeah, compared to most netbooks, the touchpad is really big.
It's really very generous in the dimensions.
Yeah.
Even.
And they made this possible by actually making the keyboard slightly smaller. So I don't know, is it comfortable? Is the keyboard okay?
It's still pretty comfortable, and still there's a very nice feel to typing on it.
I think it's because they made it a chiclet keyboard. That's why actually, even though the keys are smaller, the separation is pretty much there. Yeah. So it's actually not so bad in terms of typing. Yeah.
That's right.
So that's kind of the front look of the machine. Shall we take a look at the more? Yeah. All right. So just focus on the side. Okay, so Ethernet port, Kensington lock, pretty standard. Two USB ports. That is all. These are the only two USB ports you'll find on this entire machine. There's only two of them. Most netbooks today have three actually, so you just want to take note of that one. The power switch is right here. Hard drive and battery indicator on the outside.
Plus the
wireless switch and the wireless indicator. Yeah, pretty standard Sony design actually when it comes to this.
There's two different memory card readers. One for the SD card, and one is for the
memory stick.
Own proprietary format.
Yeah, so pros and cons, right? The con is that you need two separate slots.
But the pro is that I can
put two cards at the same time.
Take two cards and transfer from one another.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So unfortunately, this is just literally memory stick and SD only, right? You don't have like XD, for example, or some other card slots that it won't fit. You only would fit memory stick and SD, which is actually in most cases is good enough. Okay, you have audio, microphone as well as headphones. They're separated. Some netbooks actually combine them together. VGA ports built in, so and then you see the power and all that. It's pretty standard. The battery down here is actually protruding out. If you actually notice, I was told that this is actually a 3-cell battery still. Is that right?
Yep, with about 2.5 hours of battery life.
2.5 hour battery life. So it's actually still a normal 3, even though it's a 3-cell battery, it's already bulging out low. So I'm not sure
but
about.
But it's okay. It projects a very nice, slight elevated. To elevate the netbook itself.
And like all netbooks, is actually not too heavy. Unlike the netbook we saw last week, the N310 was very heavy. The Samsung netbook was pretty heavy. This one's actually kind of light.
So it weighs in about 1.19 kg with the battery attached together.
Okay. Yeah, so it's actually pretty good. So far the design and all that is very nice. It feels very comfortable in the hand. It's not it's not plasticky to that sense. It's a slightly rougher kind of plastic. There's texturing on the design everywhere, so you can take a look. Like there's actually a very nice texturing and very nice design on the touchpad as well. So it's pretty typical Sony. Very nice.
The aesthetics are all
wise,
there.
yeah. So
but yet, apart from the aesthetics, it also comes with their own software bundle.
Yep, software as well. So very typical Vaio software that you would also find on, including this one. They call it the Vaio. Oh, I don't think I see it. Yes, there's one more thing about this display. This machine is that it's using a glossy display. As you can see, you can see me more clearly than you can see the contents of the display. So let me attempt to actually make it clearer for you. It's kind of difficult to focus. Yeah, there you go. So this is Sony's, they call it the Vaio Media Plus, right? It's a media application. So if you use they call it the cross media bar. If you actually use PlayStation Portable or the PlayStation 3 or some of their more high-end TVs, right? You'll know this user interface very familiar. There's a lot of webcam software. Obviously, they branded their webcam the Motion Eye, right? And there's some Arcsoft webcam software and stuff like that.
Arcsoft webcam software.
So yeah, so this is pretty much a look at the Sony Vaio P with a really.
This is Sony Vaio W.
Sony Vaio W. I keep getting those two confused. The Sony Vaio W. A close look at it, and hopefully it gives you an idea of what this netbook is all about. So that was the Sony Vaio W. Overall, I think it's a very nice looking design. It's selling for $899. This is pretty standard price right now for netbooks. $899. That's a higher end price right now for netbooks.
So available in 3 colors.
Yeah, 3 colors.
This is the brown one,
the chocolate looking one. Yes.
Yeah, there's also the
pink one,
and
right?
the white.
And the white one. So so far we're quite happy with it. The specs are pretty much standard. All netbook specs are same, but when it comes to design and the display, actually, for example, the extra real estate space is actually good. If you have good eyes, you might want to think about this one. If you have problems reading small text, I think you might want to look at somewhere else, right? So that's about pretty much it for this particular netbook, the Sony Vaio W. Yes, right. If you have any questions you want to ask us, Gear65@tech65.org. That's our email address. Right. You can also watch all our previous episodes. We've reviewed several netbooks so far already. You can go back and take a look at them. There's the Samsung N310, N120, the HP Mini 110, as well as the Lenovo S10-2. So you want to go back there and take a look at all these. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Oh, sorry. You can actually check out those episodes at www.tech65.org. So that's it for this episode of Gear65. I'm Daniel.
I'm Nicole.
See you guys next week. Bye.